One of my favorites was called The Adventures of Uncle Wiggily. Uncle Wiggily was an elderly rabbit who sort of a crime solver in his animal neighborhood. Very, very elderly rabbit who was very nicely looked after by a caregiver called Nurse Jane Fuzzy Wuzzy. And that was, those were written by Howard Garris, who had been a reporter at the Newark Evening News before my time. But this was not C-Spot run. These were complex stories that are still in print. And I know people who have gotten them for their children and said they're still wonderful. My father was also a pretty good writer for a businessman. He was a management guy in the trucking industry. And he had a writing urge, and so he produced a newsletter. It was called Traffic Letter. He managed, it was what they call a traffic manager. He kept in charge of where all the trucks were going for a major trucking company. And he wrote this traffic letter on a Smith Corona manual typewriter using his middle fingers. I have never seen anyone faster on a typewriter with two fingers. And I didn't think much of that when I was little, but as I grew older, I started reading it critically, and I said, hey, you know, he's pretty good.